What's good, people? I want to just to share about something that pops up in the mind when I'm shooting these videos, and it's the tendency to want to be smart, to be somewhat clever, well presented, and like you know something more that others don't. And while one of the big reasons I also shoot these videos is that I believe one of the top skills anybody can have is communication. So to shoot these videos and then later on to reflect back and to observe your body language, now I'm being like much more self-aware of that one as well. But to learn how to captivate, how to hold attention, how to tell a story, how to convey emotions, articulate something, it's all a very powerful skill no matter what field you are, because your real knowledge is really capped by the level that you can communicate it to others. Maybe you can write a nice white paper, maybe you can also do piece of your work that other people can see and your skill is undeniable. But how you even bring that to the people, how you can explore that further and go to the new levels, and even present that amazing piece of work to other people, it all comes down to communication. And I believe like public speaking is one of the biggest fears among people, and literally whenever you speak publicly you are doing public speaking. But of course people think of that as going to the stage and being in front of a lot of people. And yeah, that's some skill that I want to put effort in, and one of the ways for me to improve is to just ramble to the video, convey my thoughts. And similarly, when I shoot these videos, for now, until now, I don't have sometimes I don't have any idea, sometimes I just have a idea of I want to talk about communication, let's say, and then everything comes on the top of the head. And some videos I feel like I feel good after, because I was speaking honestly, I was speaking from my you could say heart, but maybe more from my belly. So I'm speaking more what is I feel and what is true to myself, and there is no thinking of did I say it correctly, is this what I really believe. And some of the videos, I don't feel right after, and I knew that time I was performing. I wasn't just being honest with myself and on the video. And it's a very subtle change as well. You might know what you are talking about, but you want to present the better version of yourself, the clever version, and you end up actually going off the track. You might start off well, but then you start saying something that you don't really believe in, and that's one of the traps you go in. That yeah, you are like start talking out of your knowledge, out of your experience base, and just making stuff up or regurgitating what other people have said. So this is like a great reflection for myself and reminder that whenever I talk, the number one thing I want to do is, as I have shared in these videos, is to feel right after the video. There might be fear, like, okay, what other people will think about it, or I just put myself out there and some people might not react it too well, and they might think, you can have all these ideas how other people might think of you once they saw the video, but actually that's in my experience right now, it's that was one of the big fears for me, but it hasn't affected me at all. Of course, like the videos that I share, the views are like exactly non-existent. But that's the other funny part of it, is that you are, or personally, I was restricted to speak, to film myself, to put the videos out there, because I thought once I do it, people will react and I will get the feedback that I'm afraid of, or the reaction I'm afraid of. And now I'm actually just sharing, and no one is even watching the videos, and none of the fears came through. No one said anything. I didn't die in the process. As I experienced myself, no one didn't came to judge me, and when they eventually do, what does it matter? I'm still me, and I just tell what I see through and experience through to myself. And so in that way, it's a very good reminder just to stay on your lane, on the topics what you talk about. Is drop the idea of how long the video is, or did I do over 7 minutes, or am I able to talk about for 20 minutes, or can I just go non-stop for 1 hour? And what does it even mean? Do you have things to say for whole 1 hour? And even if you do, is it some stuff you are just repeating from another person's opinions? Is that something you read from the script? Is that like, I see myself already like right now adding on top of it, and just to come down back to the basics, all those ideas what something should be, what you have heard that works well, what you think or read you need, should, must. Those are like very big words that I would encourage you choose not to listen. And I use very specific word, which is should. Which was choose. So choice. And this is one of what I talked about in my other video, is to have, you have the choice. And once you choose to switch your internal language from the shoulds and musts and etc., that you have a choice, you choose to do in a specific way, suddenly you have so much more freedom, suddenly you have so much more opportunities, suddenly you have so much more flexibility and enjoyment to go for that, what you choose to go for. And so for all of these videos is, you might have the idea of the preconceived ideas of what you should do as a creator, what other people like, what you need to do to make it to be successful. And there you just have to come back to the base reason why you are doing what you are doing. And because if it's to make one of those things, maybe those are helpful things for you to do. For that one, I would challenge what I'm challenging for myself all the time. Do you have fun and playful attitude to do it. You know, the things can be very serious. You can be doing very big business deals or whatever, but have that kind of lightness, and I think it comes with the detachment of the outcome. It's like that you are doing it no matter what is the outcome. You know that what could be the outcome because of your actions, and you can also have that goal, but that is not the sole reason that you are doing it. Because if it is, then you have an attachment for that one, and it's exactly something like what Buddha was talk about, is that or that suffering is exactly that sort of attachment of things. So, and when you can let go of that outcome as a sole reason to do it, you might find that you have much more joy, you have much more lightness, you have much more excitement, and just, you know, playfulness, being live and experimenting with stuff. So yeah, I challenge myself and for you to start look at whatever you do is to bring two things, to bring that whatever you do, you feel right within you. You have a clear conscious that yes, I did what I did was right for me, and second of all, to have that kind of playfulness. You know, how you can bring that playfulness and fun into these activities. Once everything gets very serious, and it's not very good. You know, playfulness and serious, like many things can be serious in a way that you they have a weight on them. You don't want to take them lightly. Like let's say raising a children is like you definitely want to have a boundaries. That is something that you have a lot of responsibility. So in that sense, it is serious. It's not to be taken, let's say, half-heartedly. You shouldn't go not in a mindset that if it doesn't maybe the right word is that you go all in. You still go all in. You are dedicated for that one. You take responsibility, but the way that you conduct it, you know, it doesn't have all that rigidity maybe. So it's more of like a experimental and you leave room for yourself to make mistakes. You leave room for yourself to try something that you don't maybe know. You leave room for yourself to grow and learn something. So and for me, like now, how can I bring that for shooting these videos is, first of all, is to shoot every day. Right now I'm at the work, and I do long days for the work, and I work from 15 plus 15 hours, and today I'm even gonna take like a night train straight after from the work, and I'm gonna be so knackered after, but that will happen in our lives anyways. So you have a difficult situation, you have situations that you are not on your best, and once you accept that and you can also share that with the people, you become humane. You know, if you just always share the polished outcome of your best version of the situation, that you are optimally you have the optimal situation, you are just showing one side of yourself, and you might even fool for yourself as well. You know, you might believe that that's who you are and that what you should be, and you could just choose to be you, and that means that there's a lot of ups and downs. There's failures and successes. So coming back that how I can apply on these videos is to share consistently, share every day something that I put myself through on the situations I don't maybe even want to be presented, but that way I can have actually honest conversation with myself, honest reflection, and I hope that if anyone can get anything out of it is that they could see a version of someone of presenting themselves authentically, and that could have a encouragement for themselves to be in the same way. And you know, there's so much I think they say so much artificial thinking and artificial I would say like man-made. I say man-made is artificial compared to the nature. So someone argues that yes, man is from the nature and what they do is part of the nature, but I disagree. The nature is different, and something that man-made is a man-made and is artificial in a sense. And all of these ideas of success, all these ideas of relationships, there's so many ideologies and ways of being and pressure and the thinking itself, how you go to the schooling system and you fall to this economics that you don't almost have any choice, that unless you go very different alternative route where you can completely build a community and go against the grain to go back to the nature. There's almost this path to set for you on the stone. Of course, there's flexibility. You can do great things. You can have a success, but in one way or another, you are still limited in this some set of thinking and ways of being. And especially nowadays, we have these ways to express ourselves, but most of the platforms people are where you can really share yourself. You don't have that much of freedom of expression. You know, certain topics, the things are censored. You know, you have to be wary of some keywords that you cannot say on YouTube videos because they might get taken down. And so with that artificial thinking, with that artificial circumstances around you, you automatically craft a version of yourself which is not you. So to find some sort of practice that you can share yourself, whether that's some sort of craft, art, hobby, could be work, any where you can really authentically do what feels right for you and do it exactly for you, and that way I think you can get to know yourself much better and give opportunity for other people to step into their own shoes as they are. And ultimately it's not only about, or it's definitely not about just satisfying what you need and what, like a selfish reasons, what I want to do this, I need to get this, and you go for that. I think more when you really align for yourself what you are here brought to do, and you start doing it, I'm 100% convinced that that will benefit greatly another people, that you will help other people a lot. So that is eventually what I believe is that contribution in so many different ways. And when we authentically express ourselves, bring the best of us into the world, we will make an impact and share for other people. So yeah, good. I have at this moment of feeling, sensing how is the video doing, and I feel that I'm doing okay, and that means that I'm not fully coming off my head. It's just coming somewhere from inside me. I'm more of a guided than articulating maybe something. And that's one of the biggest goals for me. I just shot today morning a video about choice on the next to the river, and I will put it out. It's becoming before this video, but that is a great way for me to reflect later on, where I have a good intention, but some point I want to start sounding more smart and I go off the rails. So when I can stay raw and humble, you can express the true version of yourself, and that is what world needs. It needs you and me as we are. So good one. I'm gonna log out and go to work. It's gonna be a long day ahead, so have a good one, guys.